Alright, what's going on, guys? Here we are with part 2 of my RisingStuff Stuff packages. So let's pop this package open and see what I got. Now, I honestly don't remember what else I got besides those 3 games. I got the AOI Blink, the blue Blink. I got the Space Invaders. And then I got the Spriggan Mark II, which is what you hear in the background now. So let's pop this open and see what we got. Now I know I got Ganbare Golf Boys. I bought that specifically for the name. I was saying that name when I was running one day, and I was like, why am I saying this weird name? Ganbare Golf Boys. Ganbare Golf Boys. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to buy the game. It was like $1.50 or something. Now, I bought these on the 40% off week at RisingStuff. Then they went to 50% off. So let's see what we got. So here's our first one. And it's by Masya. It's Ganbare Golf Boys. Pretty sure that's Ganbare Golf Boys. Ganbare Golf Boys, 1989. That might not be that. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I don't remember what I got. Okay, so Ganbare Golf Boys. I thought the picture was going to be a little cooler than that, than just a golf ball flying through the air, but you know what? That's a good company there. They made Aicho Anike and several other really good games. So, just a quick look here. You know what I love about these games here, and before I do this, is one of my favorite things about the Turbo Duo and Super CD-ROM games is the fact that you know, there's Red Book quality CD music in them. So most of them offer you a sound test or a music test without even having to unlock any secret codes or anything. You just go to the options screen. So sometimes the first thing I do when I get these Super CD-ROMs in, like Spriggan Mark II here, is I pop them in, I listen to that sound check. Sometimes I try to hear them working through the levels, but most of the time I just listen to the soundtrack. And yeah, so obviously they did split these packages up. Now, somebody commented or told me, just like yesterday, that they don't do that anymore, that was just like a temporary thing, and they lifted the restriction on the 16 ounces. I don't know for a fact. Okay, there's a picture for once. I don't know if they did that or not, but either way, these packages came split up. Now, I don't know how good of a golf game this is. I'm sure it isn't no Golf Grand Slam by Atlas. But it probably has better music. But I'll check it out. You know, whatever. Golf games can be fun because all in all, you're just trying to get a little ball to the other end using different little schematics of the game, so it can be pretty fun. Now here's the other game, and this is actually the game that I went back and made this 5-game purchase for. Kind of for Spriggan Mark II also, but this is the main game I went for, and that is Rock On. This is a shoot 'em up. Look at that, 67. So we got Rock On here. It's kind of a, you know, one of those quote chunky shoot 'em up unquote games. Those chunky shoot 'em ups, kind of like your Atomic Robot Kid and stuff like that. But this is by a game called Big Club. And, you know, plain looking graphics, but interesting shoot 'em up. And I hear it's just unreasonably hard sometimes and just unfair with the amount of enemies coming at you. So I'm really interested in checking that game out. Rock On. I mean, just the name alone, I saw that game there. I wanted to buy it like right when I saw it the first week. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think anybody's going to buy that game. I'm going to let it sit there until it goes on sale a little more. And pick that one up, because I really wanted to play that one. I almost bought that with that first 8 I got when I got like Batman and all those other ones. Not much of a manual here. It almost looks like the whole thing's missing, if you ask me. But I don't think anything's missing in there. I think it's just a very light manual. Of course, even with light manual though, it shows good stuff. This must be like a weapons list here. Item list there. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1-up down there. Maybe that's like a rarity chart, I don't know. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. Try to to get it without that glare there. There's a couple more pictures there. This is a little bit of English in the game if you need it. And there's a little English there too. Ropateru, Gruabu, SKYR1, Duck, Robbie, Hiraku, C Knight, PCO2, and BZ. Interesting. And there's Big Club. I don't know a single other game that's made by this company, Big Club. So I'm interested in checking this game out too. So yeah, rock on. Looks like a pretty fun little shoot 'em up there. I'm gonna pop that in here shortly and give that a little play. So yeah, there's the 5 games that I got from RisingStuff, the second batch. So I ultimately got 13 games this year during their Christmas liquidation, just like I did last year. And this is the time of the year when I buy the stuff. You know, I buy random PC Engine games, as you guys see throughout the year, as they pop up when I want to pick them up. Like, of course, I bought a Hell Explorer and Cotton, you know, when those popped up, because those will go fast. So for me, that's the time to really, you know, during those sale time, that's when you want to really stock up on those Japanese games, because when you're getting 40% off, 30% off, that kind of stuff, it really saves you money. And the other thing is, I don't blow all my money either, so that when Alex and Kevin there at RisingStuff get back from their winter break here, their Christmas break, I know that sometime in January, late January or so, mid-January, there's going to be a ton more new stuff going up on the site. So this year I'm saving my money for that. So we'll see what happens then too. So, alright guys, well thanks for watching, and you'll see a little gameplay of some of these games coming up soon. I might do like a couple together, like, you know, somebody wanted to see Space Invaders, and I think Arcade Game Table, I believe, I don't know. So I might show a couple of those, rock on stuff, we'll see what happens. So, okay, guys, I'll see you shortly in a few videos. Peace!